Hello everybody, it's Captain Chris and welcome back to the channel. I've just gotten back from my 9th patrol. Wait a minute. I did just the 8th patrol, then I did a 9th. Yeah, I went ahead and did a 9th patrol. It was about 5 days. Went out and laid some mines out around some port. It was pretty uneventful, so I'm just skipping ahead. So I just got back in from the 9th patrol, getting ready for the 10th patrol. And I'm just getting ready that I'm hoping that go out and sink more ships. I'm kind of getting into a dilemma now as the Norwegian campaign's getting ready to kick off here. I believe it kicked off about April 10th, if I recall history. And so it doesn't really give me a lot of time to sink more ships. I'm trying to reach the 200,000 tonnage limit, which this campaign ends in June 25th. So if I want to get ace, I'm gonna have to sink as many ships as possible. But I'm also going to be getting tied into the Norwegian campaign to protect troop ships. So I'm kind of running out of time here. So I might have to put off sinking ships, and probably focus on the Norwegian campaign. But until that really kicks off, we're just going to continue to go out and do as much sinking of ships as possible. I think I'm going to have to take a lower end mission or a low difficulty mission for this, because with the ship count, the other missions, the ship count's very low. So I'm looking for a ship count that's a lot higher. So as I'm doing last minute preparations here, we're just getting ready to set sail. I'm just going to take a low difficulty mission to try and sink some ships that are down in the English Channel. And hopefully I can get all that taken care of and knock that out and add more to the tonnage limit to get me closer to that goal. I do want to complete this goal before June, but now it's going to start competing with other priorities. So we will see you out at sea. Okay, so I have been given a secondary mission from headquarters to track down this target, which happens to be riding on a tanker, and try and take them out. The only issue you have when you're dealing with ships in this game near the shore is they can get really weird. And in this case, I may have been detected, but the ships start doing some other things. Another thing is I got a mine in one of my tubes still I forgot to get out, so... yeah, that was from a previous mission, that previous patrol I was on. I should have got that out of there. But I'm kind of rushing against the clock now, just trying to get as much tonnage as I can before the Norwegian campaign takes precedence. Now, when you start to rush, that's when these mistakes start happening. So you can see the boat completely dodges the torpedoes. So it pulls away, and that was an excellent dodge by a tanker. By the way, I would give a medal to that guy for sure. That was quite fantastic turning. In my attempt to try and take out the main target, I tracked all the destroyers. Now, we were doing this in very shallow water. This is not good, but what comes of this gets even worse, as there's hunter-killer groups nearby, there's coastal patrols nearby. This was the wrong move. I turned a rather easy mission into a almost very deadly one. Mistakes were made, but this is great content, so it's kind of showing you what not to do, and kind of what issues you can run into while trying to hunt for ships near the shore. Okay, I try and put another torpedo into it. Okay, so we're going to try and put another torpedo into it, and the torpedoes even get a little weird out at this point, so we'll see if I can get a hit. I'm not exactly holding my breath. I'm going to put 2 at it just to try and see if I can take the target out. Again, they may fly wild. They may do something crazy. I have no idea. Alright, so they missed. Looks like one made it to shore. Don't know where the other one went. But they're pinging me, so they're getting close. I'm getting a little concerned. A lot of destroyers coming, and that one's on to me. I'm gonna have to break off the contact here. I do not think this ship is worth it. Not with all the destroyers. Not with how everything's acting right now. It's really putting the scopes down. I'm gonna kind of use whatever depth I got left here. I'm gonna probably take an attack, but I don't know. Maybe I can get a decoy out and maybe buy me just enough time to evade this. But he better be on it. So far, this is not too bad. We got to kind of hit the bottom there. We got a couple of destroyers around, so it's not too bad right now. It's a matter of getting away. Maybe I can come back and finish off the ship. Okay, the decoy is away. There it is. Hopefully that tricks him, just gets him off me, so I can get away. It doesn't look like he's really. Let's see. Yeah, they're going for it. So I've kind of gotten away. I'm just going to be quiet. So we're going to see what's happening. Alright, so things have simmered down. Kind of laying on the bottom. The destroyers are kind of a little further away, so I'm kind of popping back up, seeing what's happening. And not sure what's going on. So we got a large group of ships coming. So we'll see what's going on. Okay, so we've located our target. And it looks like he's like either he's run aground or he's intentionally beached himself so I can't hit him. That's great. I guess I don't get any points for stopping the target, but I'm going to try a long shot here. I'm going to go zero out the torpedo and shoot at it, see if there's any luck hitting this thing. I'm not from the rear tube. Oh my gosh. That's one way to not get sunk by a U-boat. Shallow it up as much as I can, just because it's literally going to hit some ship on land. But oh my gosh, that torpedo already looks way off. All right, well they get to watch a torpedo run up onto the shore. Oh, that's way off for being zeroed out. Alright, well, I was just trying to see if I could see it on there. Nah. Alright, well, this target's not. Oh, would you looky here. Looks like we got more destroyers coming in. Our hunter-killer group. And they're turning around. Great. And what? Oh my gosh. What is this? Scapa Flow again? Oh my gosh, this is not good. Taking it back down, I'm resting on the bottom, see if I can make all these guys go away. There are so many ships here. Let's just hope none of the dreaded little PT boats make it in here. Coastal patrols, those things don't ever... Oh, yeah, it looks like they're already here and they have already found me. I'm going to have to bear another one. I'm going to have to bear and grin it. Apparently, it looks like they're not talking to the destroyers. But I'm just going to have to take what they dole out. PT boats were incredibly dangerous to U-boats. simply because they could see a U-boat dive, and they can race over to where it went down and drop depth charges like they're doing right here. All these PT boats. Unfortunately for me, I did not take much damage. And fortunately for me, that PT boats don't have a lot of depth charges. Hopefully they think they got me. Now, here's the thing. They damaged my hydrophone. So now I can't even hear what's going on the surface. If there was anything that was going to get damaged, that was the worst thing that could be damaged, because right now I have no ears on what's going on the surface. So this made getting out of this area way more dangerous. I'm going to have to try and rely on just coming up and using my periscope and seeing what's going on, because I just can't. There's no way I'm going to be able to get out of here without being able to hear or see where these guys are. Well, there's one sitting right there. In fact, there are several ships sitting right here. What I could do is try and use another decoy to get out. Oh yeah, they're all over me. Oh, yep, it's PT boats. Let's go back down again. I think it's one of them that get me. So I'm trying to fast forward, trying to sneak out, and they just lay it into me.
Bestätigt.
Okay, it looks like the coastal patrol got me pretty good there. I got several leaks on board. Everyone's working it. I don't see any ships up here, but then again, I can't hear either. So my best option now is to stop and to deal with the flooding. Get the pumps on right away. Stop scratching the bottom. I've already taken on a lot of water. Filling up quick. I'm just leaving the bulkheads open for now, because if the flooding gets too high on certain things, it breaks equipment. So I'm just going to let the water spread throughout the whole sub. Crew is handling the leaks quite well. That right side, back where the destroyers got me a few patrols ago, seems to always break open quite often. Got a pretty weak, so I got a weak side there. Yeah, just trying to mess with it. It seems this is taking a long time to get repaired. You know what's interesting is, now some of my mechanics are salvagers, and they're consuming parts, but I'm not seeing any of the spare parts like I used to. I don't see any of the scrap. And I thought that was kind of interesting, because it's like we were making a bunch of repairs, but we're not seeing much scrap. I don't know if that's some kind of bug or what's going on with that. I'm just going to have to bring more spare parts. Yeah, let's make sure that door's open so we don't flood that. I just have to do it myself, open it up, so let that water through.
Jawohl.
Yeah, I go to block it and then somebody stops to do the damage. It's like, what are we doing?
Kapitän.
Yeah, but he's totally underwater back there. Get that hole plugged. Yeah, it's totally outdoing the pumps. And we gotta be making a ton of noise, especially since the boat just keeps whacking against the bottom of the seafloor here. I'm trying to put the depth down and stop doing that. That's why we got the breathers on.
Erledigt. Schaden repariert.
Okay, all the leaks are done. Yep, the engine got damaged again because it's too much water, so I'm gonna start bailing everything out. Can't select those yet, so. Now all we gotta do is hope that they don't hear us while we're doing this. Here I thought it was pretty neat to do a little bit of a first person going through the boat when it's flooded. You can turn flashlights on and everything. Let's see, that water is pretty deep, probably about waist deep in some of the compartments. Yeah, crew quarters. Control room is basically about waist deep, so yeah, look, I took on a lot of water. That's kind of cool, you can kind of see the pump internally. Yeah. Got through here. It's about waist deep. It's about waist deep. Yeah, waist deep throughout the sub. So we're gonna have to have everybody start bailing out water and everything, so we can, if we ever intend to surface or not run out of air, we're definitely gonna need to do that. I'm gonna kind of exchanging breathers here and everything, making sure the mechanics are covered in case we do get any more damage or any more flooding. Alright, damage has been repaired. You're finally ready to go ahead and get up to the surface here. Well, damage is repaired wherever we can get to it. I'll have to take another look, put the scopes up. See what we got. Again, we cannot hear the hydrophone is damaged, so I gotta rely on sight. And so far, we're looking good. There's nothing around. Maybe we can survive this. Getting pretty low on spare parts. So, oh, come on. I cannot afford to run into any more destroyers. I'll probably just use a decoy. This is so painful, they're everywhere. Decoy! Just gonna lay on the bottom real quick before they find out where I am exactly. Again, they just disappear off, can't layer. I can't wait to get my hydrodrome fixed. My hydrophone's gonna, it's like you gotta really rely on that, and right now we don't have it. Alright, we'll see how long we can play this waiting game.
Station! 150 Meter.
30. Kaloi. Kapitän, Herr Kaloi.
Alright, popping up again, and still destroyers are everywhere, so I'm gonna have to pop a decoy and get out of here. It's the only option I really have left, because it just seems like these ships are just gonna sit here all day. Air's at about 50%. I got time to work on stuff, but I just think the patrols are gonna keep coming through, and it's just not going to stop. To their backs, so that's a good sign. I'll pop the decoy. They probably won't even hear the decoy. But that's for any ship. Basically, those decoys are for any ship that I don't see that's around in the area. I'll at least draw them there if they can hear it. I might have to slow down here in a little bit. Those things only last for a few minutes. And at least pop up and see what we got. Alright, so far so good. I think I'm safe. Getting pretty far enough away. I might... Ooh. Gosh, I was... Really? Oh my gosh. They're heading right for me. I'm just gonna roll another... I could just roll another decoy and just keep going. I just need to get out to deeper waters. Come on. Run, run, run. There we go. The other one's out. Okay, I'm just going to go standard speed ahead. Hopefully that fools them. Okay, they're kind of getting... They're not even paying attention. Gosh, they're all over the place. This mission, you know, is supposed to be easy. It kind of turned into a nightmare. Should have never gotten that close to the shore. I need to get at least far enough so I can surface and get the hydrophone fixed. Okay. If I could just get right out of sight. It's looking, I mean, it is looking better. It's improving. Another escort. Probably PT boats. Those little pains in the butt. Alright, surface the boat. Get some fresh air in here. And let's get some of our stuff repaired up top. Smoke on the horizon. Okay, I see it. Gotta get the hydrophone fixed. Yeah, one of our guys, mechanics, is working on the tower. And it looks like we got another one that's actually going to go fix the hydrophone, which is nice. Looks like I just installed that device, that upgrade, and it's already got it damaged. Alright, let's see what we got on the rest of this patrol. We'll get this boat all fixed up, and then we'll go from there. Alright, so the following day we didn't run into much. We ran, it was about late at night on March 10th, we run into a freighter flying neutral colors north of the patrol zone. We decided to investigate to see if they're basically carrying any illegal goods. Now, there's some weird bug that happens when you inspect ships or something. I don't know when they ever plan to fix it, but you better save. I would save every time before you go on a ship, because you can see right now something happened where it glitched and I just lost half my crew. There's no way of getting them back. They're just gone. They just glitch out. So I have to reload it. Luckily I had a save that was right there. Reload it, do the investigation, and just a word of caution for anyone else playing this game.
What do you need, officer? Auf Seerohrtiefe gehen. Wechseln auf E-Motor.
Jawohl. Herr Kaloy? Zu Befehl.
Okay, we see received an, there was nothing on the ship, and we received an allied message from another U-boat. So we are going to respond to that, because basically I'm trying to stay out of the patrol zone so I can sink as many ships as I can. I'm trying to go for tonnage. Thing is, there's just not too much you run into out here. So we'll go up here and we'll investigate. Okay, so while we're coming up to investigate, we run into another destroyer group. And again, we're rigging for silent. We're trying to avoid them. Okay, they were focusing in on me, but I kind of got around them. Kind of go decks awash, make sure they don't get a little bit faster, use my diesels so I can close in on the target. It's just air. It's like, man, it's very early in the war to have this many destroyers everywhere. I mean, they are everywhere. Now, I believe I was heading towards the target ship I was going for. And let's find out who they are, because they certainly aren't. I'm like, okay, I'm closing in on them. Oh, look, they're escorts. Time to get away. Hopefully they do not see me out here. I mean, it's clear as day. I'm making a lot of foam. I don't think I'd be that. I don't think Dex Wash is really going to help me here. Oh, splashes. I'm taking shots. Get me down. I've been detected. Oh, they're getting close. Dive, come on, dive.
Schiffsschrauben, Herr Kaloi. Zero-Tiefe.
Alright, well, I know they're going to be on their way over.
Wellen, Herr Kaloi.
Man, I could not find a freighter to save my life.
Schrauben, Herr Kaloi.
It's going to be easy to make them go away, though. I think I got plenty of depth to play with here.
150 Meter.
I may have attracted that other group of destroyers, though. Alright, time to get deep. Let's get very deep.
40.
Escorts, escorts, escorts.
Wechseln auf Dieselmotor.
Okay, the escorts were avoided and we continued on our patrol and we did manage to find a freighter. A lone freighter, so it was just south of our position, so we're going to go ahead and use the deck gun and go ahead and take this out real quick.
Herr Kaloi.
It's about time we found something to sink.
Feuer an Deck.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
Höhenbruch. Sie sinken.
Legen Sie den Kurs an. Alarm abgebrochen.
Now what I'm hoping for is I'm going to go ahead and send a diver down to the ship because I am low on spare parts. Some of these ships have been known to carry spare parts, so what I want to do is send a diver down to the wreck in the hopes that we do find some spare parts down there. Because then we could just restock on our spare parts and we should be good to go.
Herr Kaloi.
So each ship I'm gonna sink, I'm probably gonna search it. It's gonna take a lot of time, but if it takes care of my spare parts deal, I'll be right as rain. Nothing but medkits. That's absolutely what I don't need. That does not help the situation at all. Well, guess we'll have to find it on another freighter. A few more days was spent in the patrol zone with no luck. We finally came across this English freighter, which again, I'm hoping to take down and check for her spare parts. Not holding my breath, but you know, it may have some ammo, it may have hopefully some spare parts, and I can just replenish that and be about our way with a little more confidence.
Feuer an Deck.
We ended up putting this freighter down, but I did not bother to put a diver on it because we're so close to the shore and there's too many coastal patrols, too many escorts coming through this area. I did not want to get tangled up in that mess again. Okay, so we're engaging this third freighter here. Put it down and hopefully this has got some goods.
Achtung.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
Kapitän. Höhenbruch. Sie sinken. Herr Kaloi. Bestätigt.
Alright, more med kits. Man, I cannot find spare parts to save my butt. I just want to get this patrol over with as soon as possible. Alright, no further ado, no more encounters. We have made it back to the port. It's now March 16th. Getting close to the time the Norwegian campaign kicks off, so it's getting tight. Coming in successful. We did sink a few ships. We did not take out that VIP, but that's okay. At least we survived. And I'm getting close with the crosswords. So we did complete the 100,000 tonnage. I got until June, and I'm debating if I should keep get the 200,000, which gives me ace, or if I should try and support the Norwegian campaign and push it off because it starts April 10th. Yeah, I didn't get that. So not much tonnage. It's only gone 7 days. I did get the rewards, but I was just trying to knock out as many ships as I could, which wasn't very successful at. But I do believe one of the missions offered can give me the ace if I complete it. So I'm kind of at a crossroads right now. I'm kind of tempted to start helping the Norwegian campaign because you could start escorting the troop transports and getting and prepping for that. And that's something I have not played in this game yet. So yeah, I'm very curious. Yeah, there I am loading up the spare parts because I'm getting a ton because I don't know why my guys aren't producing any. I took a lot of damage on that patrol and I don't see any extra equipment. I did improve the torpedoes, so I'm just gonna need to get a couple of those. Looks like the mines are out. I'm hoping they are. Or you know what, the mines might still be in the tube. I'm gonna have to make sure I get that out. I need to get that mine out of the tube. Now that I remember it. Yeah, don't forget that because this is still taking up a tube and I completely forgot about it. Oh, the devil's in the details. Always got to remember the details. I'm buying and rebuying one of the breathers because I know I've used one halfway down. So just making sure we get restocked up right here. Yeah. So I know the Norwegian front is starting to open up, and we'll either pursue that or do whatever. But again, Captain Grizz, and again, thanks for stopping by the channel. If you like what you're seeing, go ahead and like and subscribe, and we will continue to fight this war. I've had a couple close calls, but I'm still managing to stay alive. Stay tuned, and have a good day.
Oh, blow the man down, bullies, blow the man down. Blow the man down, bullies, blow him away. Give me some time.